Hello, this is Soundout here, back to another Power Rangers Samurai review. This could almost be a Super Samurai review. Today we have the Power Rangers Samurai Sharkzord and Shark Attack Mega Mode Ranger. This was released just recently, I believe in December of last year, as part of the new Samurai toy line, which is centered around Super Samurai as a TV show. Even though it does not say Super Samurai on the toy packaging, it just says Samurai, but they have freshened up the boxes. Anyways, this is the Sharkzord, as it is called. It first appeared in the Clash of the Red Rangers movie, which was aired way before it should have. It should have aired right after the episode that recently aired, The Rescue, because that was really the Sharkzord's official debut. And it's after we've had Zord show up and the Super Samurais and all that. Anyways, so this was just a disc that Antonio and G were working on, and the disc was popped out of the Light Zord, and Jaden was able to access Shark Attack mode and use the Sharkzord. In the movie, in the Red Rangers, the Clash of the Red Rangers movie, Jaden gave Scott the Red RPM Ranger the Shark Attack disc, and he was able to become Shark Attack RPM Red Ranger. So anyways, let's begin with the toy. First of all, you get a Mega Mode Shark Attack Ranger, which is cool. I really want a 4-inch articulated version of this figure, because this is all he does. And his head moves. But this one, it's a nice little look. It looks nice. But I do want a full version later on. Now, it has the black box, the Super Mega Blade on here, with the black box. It should have the Sharkzord in Sword mode, but they decided not to go that way, which I imagine if there's going to be any Zord released as a Super Mega Mode Red, it's probably going to use the same mold. Anyways, there's a little gimmick going on here. You can move his head to get Jaden's face. It is a good likeness of Alex Hartman. All things considering, this is Bandai, and, it looks like him before the bowl cut haircut. But anyways, there you go. So, we'll just set him off to the side as he comes into things later, and look at what the main attraction of this, the Sharkzord. Now, in Japan, this was a retool of the Shinken Maru, and it was actual roleplay sword, with lights and sounds and the disc gimmick and everything. In America, it is basic Zord, so it is make a small dagger, and if you wanted to, but you can still see the Praxinoscope there. But they did add some extra details. They did add this back fin and this top fin to make it look more like a shark instead of, a dinosaur. In Japan, it was Kyoryu Origami, Kyoryu being the Japanese word for dinosaur. That's why it has legs. And in America, we're calling him a shark. Guess it's a land shark, because he has legs. Yeah. What is cool, though, you can pop off the 2 fins here, and you do get a little bit better looking of a Sharkzord that is more accurate to the TV show, definitely. It's about as close as you're going to get in America. There is some pegs that shouldn't be there. Now, these do have a function. You can give them to a Ranger figure that you can just grab these as hands. Fortunately, my Rangers have been holding their swords, and to bring them in to show you would be pointless because they just fall out of the hands. But trust me, they grip them. They would if the hands are close together. So if you had them holding large handled weapons, they will not have this go in very easily. Anyways, they do not lice. It does help me justify Sharkzord. Gimmicks-wise, you can press this little red button here, and his thing goes out, his head. Now, it's a cool gimmick. It's the best they could do to represent the whole, what I would call the Plastic Man blade, with it stretching and bending everywhere. But that's about all you get is boom. So, that's okay. Now, the other gimmick is that you can take the Red Ranger figure that's included. He pegs on right here to 2 little pegs, and he goes into battle with the Sharkzord, even though they're totally out of scale. But there you go. I mean, it rolls it rolls pretty nicely, all things considering. Now, what's kind of cool is they did give the Sharkzord a little bit more playability. Aside from the combination, the Megazord we'll get to later. And here we go. So anyways, you can see these two pegs here. They do look kind of like some other pegs we've seen before, or holes we've seen before. You can take the swordfish, and you can take the beetle if you swap these wings around, like this. Pop this here, like this. And here you have Bandai of America's new Zord combination, which is generally called the Shark Battle Wing. It's a little bit smaller than the regular Samurai Battle Wing because it does not have a tiger in the middle. It does have the shark, but you can pop his little neck forward, and they can all roll. And you got the, well, here, do this right. You got the spinning drill and the flapping tail. I'm trying to represent this as best I can. But yeah, there you go. I can back this up a little bit there. Now we can demonstrate all the gimmicks. So you got the wiggling tail and the spinning horn. So that's cool. It's a nice little bonus mode. It's definitely not necessary, but it gives the Sharkzord something to do with the other auxiliary Zords, which I give Bandai of America credit for. Now, like I mentioned earlier, the Sharkzord can combine with the Samurai Megazord, and that is its main feature. To prep Samurai Megazord, you want to take out his sword, pop off his helmet, take the Sharkzord, pop his front legs off. There's a handle under here you can pull out, and you just stick that into his hand, like this. Push the little button to extend the blade a little bit. Take these two pieces. There is a clip, a clasp, and a clip. Those go together. This goes on his head, and there you have the Shark Attack Megazord. Yeah, they really like this shark idea. But there you go. I mean, he's got a big old sword. It's not as big as the Japanese version, but the Japanese version was a little oversized. It's not as big as the one on the show, but it does a pretty good job of what it's meant to do. Big sword, new helmet, rainbows. Anyways, you can, if you want, take off the fins, and there's how it looks without the fins on in Megazord mode. But that's all you get. So, yeah, it's pretty basic of a mode. Now, you can use the Sharkzord with the with another combination, the Samurai Gigazord, that I'll review later. You cannot use it with the Clawzord, as the hand mold is tinier, as you can see here. So, yeah, the Clawzord is not able to hold it. I can demonstrate that if you want. I'll just take the Clawzord's upper torso here. But you can take off this, and it doesn't fit at all because of the hind legs getting in the way of the hand. So it does not fit, but you know what? It's okay because really it's not used like that in the show, but this is still a cool Zord and a cool combination nonetheless. And no, it does not, the Battle Wing Megazord combination is not possible with using the Sharkzord in place of the Tiger. It just doesn't work that way. Of course, you could just give him the helmet and the sword in addition to the Jet Wing pack if you wanted, but that is all of the official combinations, and that's all I'll go for now. So overall, I can recommend the Sharkzord to any Samurai Zord collectors. It does complete your collection, though it is not ultimately necessary for the Samurai Gigazord. So, mildly recommended. If you see it and you want it and you have the money, I can recommend it. It isn't too hard to find, as far as I know. I know some areas haven't gotten it yet, but it should start popping up as it is shipping out in the newest assortment with the Light Zord. So anyways, be sure to check out RidersRangersandRambles.com for token news and more in the craziest way possible. And stay tuned, for this Saturday on the Soundout 12 YouTube channel will be the debut of my new series, History of Megazords. So be sure to stay tuned for that, as it is coming up very, very soon. So, tonight's the Sound saying goodbye.